Montaigne, born on 28th February 1533 in Chateau de Montaigne, died on 13th September 1592 in Chateau de Montaigne. Michel de Montaigne said the most certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. Michel de Montaigne, also known as Lord of Montaigne, was one of the most significant philosophers of the French Renaissance, known for popularizing the essay as a literary genre. genre. His work is noted for its merging of casual anecdotes and autobiography with intellectual insight. His massive volume Essays contains some of the most influential essays ever written. Michel de Montaigne said the most certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. In that case, Socrates must be turning in his grave. Socrates said, wisdom is knowledge. The most certain sign of wisdom, like how the Indian Hindu tradition teaches every person who is entering the path of spirituality and everybody who is going to be the head of the family, the husband or the father or grandfather, they teach them this and that, not to feel of this and that. They are not involved in this and that. Only then that cheerfulness will come. Even the face expression is not allowed. Whether you have a good thing coming to your house or a bad story coming to your house, nothing changes. You are only to witness the drama, because good and the bad, like in Karnataka, we have our annual festival called the New Year, Ugadi. There, every child is given a sweet, a prasada, and in that prasada is called sihi and kahi, sweet and bitter, to make sure that child understands throughout the year it is sweet and bitter. If you don't eat the bitter, then you have sugar problem, BP problem, and all the things, because anything too much on amrita is poison. So they balance. It's like the tightrope walking. The child is taught how to walk in a tightrope. The certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. You're always cheerful, because when you are in a failure, even then you know where to plug the loopholes. But the tears will stop you from seeing another opportunity opening. When you fail, you cry. There was one IAS officer, a senior most IAS officer called Vijay Gore. Mr. Vijay Gore used to come and take pep talks for my students who are appearing for the civil service examination. He used to ask my children, the first war of independence happened when? He said, of course, 1857. Suppose the first war of independence did not happen in 1857, what could have happened? And everybody had different answers. He said, why different? Simple. It will happen in 1858, because you got one more year. People are already built up. The stomach is full. Delivery can happen any time, because people are so much worried. But once you lose your spirit on your failure, the very next year you lost it, and when the failure comes, you start crying. Failure is power. Michel de Montaigne said the most certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. The child, when is studying, When the child gets best marks, cheerful. When the child has gone down to the marks, child should be taught to go back to look where to plug the, just to plug the loopholes, just some small things. Either you forgot to put up the zip of your pants or a buckle of your skirt, small things. That's all. It's not that the pants was not there, skirt was not there. The certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. When you are sick, you don't rush up to the doctor crying. You don't get frightened. When the moment you get frightened, then the disease takes over. The most certain sign of wisdom is cheerful. That is the time you should find out what food went wrong with me. Did I practice? Why a sickness came? Did I do stretching exercise? Yes. My door is making whack whack. Means you do not have to take the door to the carpenter, to the doctor. You have to only put a little oil and whack whack will stop. So the body needs a little flexibility. And then you have to do your stretching. The moment you fail, you must find out the failure is because you forgot your observation. You went unconscious practicing your daily routine of your samskriti, daily routine of your culture. The culture is nothing. What we practice in Rakum school early morning, as you get up, one bottle of water which is kept next to them, they drink the total water because the saliva which is made 8 hours of sleeping in your body is medicinal. So that water mixed with that saliva is medicine, goes inside. And then you go to brush your teeth and use your finger to press the gums. You are in deep, intimate relationship with your teeth and the gums. Just pressing the gums, talking to the teeth, looking at the teeth, yes. And then we rinse the mouth with power. Like Kapalpad. Rinse them 18 times. When you rinse your mouth 18 times with water, if it's cold season, please put a little warm water. 18 times when you rinse your mouth, it seems cold will not get cold, cough. You can avoid fever. Your dental problems will be solved. You do not have to go to the mouth stink will not be there. Your eye power increases, hearing power increases, brain power increases. It is never ending. And the same rinsing. That is morning. And after we rinse, we go and do the nostril blowout. 30 times. Nostril blowout. And then stomach pumping. So carbon dioxide pushed out. And then anuloma viloma controlling the breath. Once you know to do this much and then go to the sunlight and do your Surya Namaskar and do your stretching, whatever art, whether you are a dancer, stretch and then do the dance. Whether you're a singer, stretching exercise and then sing. Most of the time I found the dancers and the singers do not do stretching exercise, neither the sportsmen. Stretching exercise, not 1 or 2 seconds. You have to keep out of 24 hours. 1 full hour of stretching. Yes, body needs stretching. When you fall sick, you find out that is the problem. And that you are always cheerful. When you're sick, you are cheerful. You found out how to correct it up. But when you go to the doctor, you will not be able to correct because you will be totally dependent on the doctor. Michel de Montaigne said, he who fears, he shall suffer, already suffers what he fears. He who fears, the fear is making the robber to be more strong. It is your house. The moment you see a robber, the mind is already recorded. Oh, snake, if it bites, I might die. No. Snake hardly bites anybody. It never bites. Even if it bites, it never releases the poison. It's a fear in you, like the rabbit. When the dogs attacks them, most of the time they die out of heart attack. But if there's a trained one, he knows how to escape. He who fears shall suffer already. He shall suffer already. Suffers what he fears. He who fears, he shall suffer already. Already he has created that suffering. You must believe on your strength. And the strength is your cheerfulness. When you do not believe in you, then nobody can help you. Believe in you will help you to believe in the love relationship with your family, with your wife and your children and your husband. And in that cheerfulness, in that belief, the family becomes strong. Once you know your family very well, when you make your family strong, you can know the other family, the other pyramid. You can take any help from other pyramid. Every pyramid will be very happy to look into this family, and then this family has got a joint family with the family tree. Michel de Montaigne has said, the most certain sign of wisdom is cheerfulness. So be cheerful. He who fears, he shall suffer already, suffers what he fears. This is my 347th small talks.